Hey, Denell High School, this is Mr. Ayton. I've had a lot of questions about Google Docs since I did my in-service, and I want to show you how to use them so you can utilize those in your classroom. If you take a look right here, actually, I will sign out of here. That way you can see it from the very beginning. If you want to get Google Docs, the easiest thing is go to Google, okay, and type in Google Docs. All right, you can see right away it says Google Docs, online documents, spreadsheets, presentations. If you need to sign up, click on sign up. Get a Google Docs email address or your current email address, and you can get a Google Doc account. I have a Google Doc account, so I'm just going to sign in. When you sign in, this is what you're going to see, except you're just going to see this little thing that says Untitled Document. You won't see all the work that I've done here. Okay? There's a bunch of things in Google Docs. Over to the left here, you can see Upload. You can upload any kind of document you want, Word document, PowerPoint presentation, anything. You can go upload and files, and if you can see, I can go in my H drive and I can upload a PowerPoint, okay, that I've created for my classroom, and you can share that with your students, which is great. And you can actually have a link that your students will go to see a PowerPoint. Okay, and all you have to do is click on Open. Now, if you see this PowerPoint is 2,911 kilobytes, guess what? You can put about 1,400 of this size document into your Google Docs. And so we have amazing technology we can be able to do. You can also create docs. You could create a document, a presentation, a spreadsheet. I like creating forms. Forms are very, very easy for my students. I call it a Google Doc quiz. Okay, you can take a look here, Untitled Form, and I can just change that title to Unit 1, American History 101. Okay, and I will say, even if you sleep in my class, you can do this quiz. Okay, and you can take a look. You can put any kind of information up here that your students will need to know. Question 1, I don't like it being a question. I actually like having them write their period number and then their last name. Okay, and I make this a required question. I say done. Okay, and that's what the students will see. Is it says period number, last name. That way I can sort by their period number and then alphabetical order by their last name. You can see question 2, you're like, all you have to do is click on it, and I'm going to change that to, say, question 1, because I haven't hit question 2 yet. So let me call question 1, who was the first president of the United States? Okay, and you could leave this as a text so they could write in their answer. You could have it be a paragraph text, which is a longer answer, or I want to show you multiple choice. Multiple choice, let's say I have Abraham Lincoln, vampire hunter, Thomas Jefferson, and George Washington, and Snooky. Okay, and that way your students will be able to see that. Now, I will make that a required question that my students need to answer, and so they can't fill out the form without completing their whole homework. Now, you're like, how do I add a question? Well, let's say you want to edit this question. Something was wrong on it, and you press edit, you can just go right back at the edit. And so that edit is right there. That's the little pencil, okay, and press done. If you want to add a question, I like to come over here and just click on duplicate. What duplicate does is it adds a question. I change that to question 2, and I'm just going to call this new question. How long was the 100 Years' War? Okay, and I don't want this to be a multiple choice, so I'm just going to make that a text answer. Okay, and I'll press done. If you ever want to delete anything, you can see right there. If you press delete, it will ask you, do you want to discard this question? You click OK if you want to. If not, just close, and I will save. What do you know? That is saved. And if I go back to my Google Docs, I'm going to actually refresh this, and you can see right away what I just compiled is right there, and time date stamps at 3/14. Okay, I'm going to click on that, and you're going to see this, and you probably will say, where did my quiz go? Where did that Google Doc quiz go? And this stems to the little user-friendly issues that Google Docs has. Okay, and so if you see up here where it says form, if I click on form and I click on edit, I can edit this form, okay, just like I was in that previous session. Okay, and I'm going to have to refresh it again, sorry about that. And if I go to live form that is exactly what the students will see, that live form. Now, I want to show you how to share this with your students. So I'm going to go to my the DHS Tigers website. I'm going to go to faculty. I'm going to come down to my website, and I'm going to go to update, and let's go to assignments. I need to add an assignment. I add an assignment. I'm going to call that Unit 1, American History 101. Okay, and I'm going to say, this is your quiz for American History 101. Click here. Okay, and you can say click here, or you can just have them click on that little thing. And I'm going to put a little due date right here. I'm going to put 09/01/2012. Okay, and if you see, I'm going to come back to this live form, okay, that they're seeing, and I'm going to Control C, or I can right click and press copy. Okay, I'm going to come back here and I'm going to highlight, click here, or I could highlight this whole thing, whatever you want. Okay, when I go to highlight it, I'm going to go up to link, click on link, and I'm going to Control V, which is paste, or I can right click and just click on paste, and that pasted the URL address right there. And now I have a hyperlink. I can insert that assignment, and let me come back to my class pages, and I'll show you. My students should see this, okay? And so I go to current assignments. This is your quiz for American History 101. I click here. There's my quiz. That's what your students will see. Now, you could also, think about it, you could also upload a PowerPoint. That PowerPoint is right there. It's just a link for them, okay, to go to that, and it's stored. Let me do period 1. I'll do Ayton, and I'm going to pick George Washington. I'm going to pick 100 Years War. I'm going to pick, it's 7 years, okay? And I'm going to submit. There you go. Now, let's say Frank Beasley comes here. He's in the same class as me, and he goes Beasley, and Beasley picks Snooky, and he picks 2,000 years, okay? And he submits. Okay, I'm going to do one more submission here. Let me click here, and I'll do 1, and I'll do Allen, like Mr. Allen. Mr. Allen's smart, so he's going to put 100 years and George Washington. So he submits it. Okay. Now I want to show you what you're going to see from now on. You come back to your Google Docs page, and I click on my Unit 1, and there you go. There's my spreadsheet with all my answers. Now I find out the easiest thing that I do is, in order to grade this, to print it out, I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to just highlight. And then I'm going to press Control C. Control C for copy. And I'm going to go into an Excel spreadsheet, okay? And on this Excel spreadsheet, I'm just going to press Control V, and that just pastes exactly what I copied there. Okay, and you can see here's all exactly what I saw on my Google Docs. Okay, right here, but it's in a Excel spreadsheet. Now the nice thing about Excel is I can just click on this column right here. I click on sort A to Z, and you do want to expand the selection, so make sure it's checked on expanded selection and press sort, and you can see what just happened here is Mr. Allen went before Ayton because it's in alphabetical order, and I can easily grade this. Also, if you want to add any borders, you can add borders. Makes it a little bit easier to grade. Guys, I found this to be really easy and a great way to share documents, PowerPoint presentations, as well as quizzes with my students, and that is Google Docs. Hey guys, before I go, just one last thing that's very, very important to do. You can see it says Unit 1 American History 101. What you want to do before you share this with any of your students with links, click on this little box over here and click on Share. If you see, it says who has access. It says private. None of my students will be able to see it, okay? Except for I'm going to press Change, and I'm going to press Public on the web. I like to do public on the web. It makes it nice and easy. Everyone can see it. You click on Done, and what do you know? If I update and refresh, it says shared, which means anybody can see it and anybody can do it. Okay, guys? I hope this helped. A little refresher on Google Docs, and if there's anything else you want me to vodcast, just let me know. Send me an email. I will see you around school. Thanks. Bye.